Hi, I'm Jackie and welcome to my channel, Hearth and Apron. I'm so glad that you clicked on today's video and I hope that you will check it out and let me know what you think down below. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Now, I'm a homemaker and I like to make homemaking content for you to help motivate you to get through those everyday tedious tasks and sometimes just to have a little bit of fun. But today is one of my favorite videos that I get to share with you because we're going to be putting up my holiday decor. So excited. So make sure to stay tuned and let's get going. So today's video is going to focus on the kitchen and living room spaces, and that honestly is the main living area in my home. And because they are connected, I like to make sure that the vibe just resonates between them. I just feel like that really helps when you have the decor space to have those open and combined spaces just have a lot of similarities so that it just flows. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but basically, I like to start out by putting down a lot of my greenery, and I am really particular about making sure everything is fluffed right, so you're going to see a lot of fluffing in today's episode. And I'm just going to go through and get all of this set in, and then I'm going to bring in some special touches, and I'm going to show you how I made some of those pieces and how I was able to change out my whole theme in this area without spending a whole bunch of money. Now, before we get going too far, I wanted to just kind of take a second to let you know what inspired my decor today. Now, if you're OG, I'm going to send out first an apology to you because this might be a little bit repetitious because we have previously discussed what was inspiring my decor ideas this year. But just in case we have some new friends here hanging out with us, I wanted to take a second to explain. So I really enjoy this book series by Diana Gabaldon. And the whole series, I believe, is called Outlander. It has actually been picked up by Stars, and there are several seasons out. But actually, the day that I was recording, and I kind of worked it all around this so that I could be inspired, the brand new book hit, book 9. And you guys, you know if I'm on book 9 of a series, not only is it wonderful, but also it's compelling. And so I was starting a little bit on the last couple chapters of the last book here, and then I ended up also playing the new book as I was decorating, and it was fantastic. And since I knew that this was coming, I decided to use that for my inspiration this year. If you're unfamiliar with this story, I totally recommend that you check it out. It is available on Netflix and Stars, and I think it's on Prime as well. And it's fantastic. It is definitely not something you want to watch with your kids or listen to with your kids. And believe me, if you think that it might be awkward to watch a scene on television, try listening to it. But it is still totally worth the storyline, and it is the story of Claire who falls back into time. She's a 1940s combat nurse who's just straight out of World War II, and she finds herself in 1743 Scotland, right before the Jacobite Rising. And she kind of has to deal with this and find out what she's going to do. Before we go any further, so right here, I am basically just refinishing some old frames that I had, and I purchased this really amazing picture off of Etsy, and I had it printed out at my local UPS store and put those up on my little mantle area. I feel like it added such a great touch, and I really love that winter watercolor feel. Now back to what I was telling you. Long story short, she ends up finding herself now in the American Revolution, but because she is somebody from current times, the traditions that we would have with Christmas would be very important to her as well. So I figured that she would carry this forward into her area and to her story. Now I'm trying to give as little spoilers as possible. And so this is not one of those decors where you're going to see me printing books from this book series and doing pictures like that. But I wanted to do what I felt like something in her homestead area would look like. What would her Fraser's Ridge home look like for her holiday decor? You're going to see I'm adding some orange slices here. I used my dehydrator to make those just absolutely perfect. I did try it in the oven as well, but I did not feel that I had the same turnout. It just didn't have that vibrant color that the dehydrator did. Everything was a lot more of brown tones. And I thought that these would be a really fun touch because when I was trying to pull in what an American Revolution decor might look like, I found out that people would actually call their trees back in the time sugar trees because they would just decorate them in all of this edible fun art. And so I thought that was really interesting because when I first saw this idea, I was thinking yeah, this is really cute, but there's no way they'd be wasting food on their decor. Evidently they did. I thought that it actually looked way cuter than I expected, and they kind of glowed in the light.
Come on up, come on in, get together for a good time. Smile, my dear. Come on in, come on up, come on over. We'll be dancing round the tree. So let us have a swinging Christmas, just like 1, 2, 3. We know the time is short. We blink and then it's gone. So we better make the most of what we've got. So take your neighbor by the hand and join the dance parade before the clock strikes and it's all too late. So take your neighbor by the hand and join the dance parade before the clock strikes and it's all too late. Come on in, come on up, come on over. It's the friendliest time of year. Come on up, come on in, nothing better than to give the gift of cheer. So come on in, come on up, come on over. We'll be singing all these songs. So let us have a swinging Christmas, just like 1, 2, 3. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba ba da. Yeah. Ba 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 da ba ba. Yeah, ba 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 ba. Come on in, come on in. Together, come on in, nothing better. So let us have a swinging Christmas, just like 1, 2, 3. So let us have a swinging Christmas, just like 1, 2,
3. The snow is falling down. I've been longing for this Christmas, when everyone's around to share this holiday. Yes, it's a time of happiness, a time of joy, but now this year is twice as special, 'cause I'm hoping for us to fall in love in this winter wonderland. Chilling by the fire as I'm trying to get your attention, giving you a smile. I can seem to look away. I might be crazy, but
Now we're going to go ahead and set up this little bar cart that I have. I don't know if you recognize this for some of my summer decor, but I decided to bring it inside and just use it for a year-long, like, witch-inspired bar cart, because why not, right? But we're going to fill up this crystal decanter with some E&J XO brandy, because it is just a perfect addition to your average evening eggnog, and because I thought it would be fun. I also have this little sign and tree that I put up, as well as my little towel. But below this, we're going to put in all of my holiday glassware, as well as some mixers and different drinks down below. Let me know what you think of my little holiday bar cart.
see you coming closer from across the room. My heart is pounding really fast. I don't know what to do. Could we fall in love in this winter wonderland?
Now that we're wrapping up this bar area, let's keep that same vibe and go for another drink area. It is time to set up my coffee bar and cocoa bar area. And I absolutely love to decorate this space. It brings me joy every single day. And I thought to keep in with that holiday vibe, we'd bring in these little soft peppermint sticks and kind of mash them up and put them into a jar so that they could be sprinkled on top of our cocoa, coffee, or ice cream, whatever comes our way, as well as these cute little Andes mints that I also picked up from Dollar Tree. Now, I also, in addition, decided that my adorable black sugar bowls that I absolutely love weren't quite cutting my flavor this year. So I went back into my office and I found these really cute little silver tea party like set things that I had from one of my daughter's earlier birthdays, and I decided they needed to be cleaned. So I pulled out Tarnex, and if you are not familiar with that, it is the thing you need if you're going to clean your silver. Put on some gloves. It is not a natural chemical, but you will have the most beautiful silver that you could possibly think of. And I went ahead and cleaned that out and used that for my sugar bowl. You're going to see the transformation in a second. And yeah, it helped to make such the difference. We're going to touch back on this cocoa and coffee bar in just a little bit, but let me know what you think so far.
Santa, but I'm getting on a plane, a boat, or a train. I'm setting a new course, bearing straight due north. Santa, hold on. Santa, hold on. I'm not gonna leave you hanging by yourself.
So now that that is all cleaned up, I'm just going to go ahead and put in my sugar. And I want to let you guys know, I also like to add a little bit of colored sugar sprinkles to my holiday sugar blend because it just gives a little bit of extra festiveness. Let me know if you guys have ever tried this down below. I feel like it just adds that extra pop.
Let me tell you about old Saint Nick and me, as tight as can be. It's been that way forever. Guess what shapes that go together? Everyone can use a little vacation, even if life on the North Pole is cool. But don't worry, my dear Christmases of old, when all was right.
So I had those Joanna Gaines Hearth and Home like wood bead garlands that I had used in the other areas, but obviously they don't sell miniature versions of those, and I didn't want to buy another one and cut it up. That seemed like a lot of money for such a small space. So I decided to take some wood beads that I had back in my office, and I just went ahead and put together this little miniature garland for the small tree that I'm going to have on top of my pantry. I really felt like it added such a fun touch and helped to bring in that same vibe from the living room while adding a little bit of its own vibe as well. Let me know what your opinion is and what you think so far down below.
Give me some ribbons and a chimney for Santa's sake. No, it's not too late. No, it's not too late. Oh, how I wish for the Christmases of old, where the snow would fall and the air was crisp and cold. Oh, how I wish for the Christmases of old, when all was right and the candlelight would glow, where we used to play in a wintry wonderland, and we'd hear carols sung from Rudolph's marching band. Oh, how I wish for the Christmases of old, when all was right and the candlelights would glow, where we used to play in a wintry wonderland, and we'd hear carols sung from Rudolph's marching band, and we'd hear carols sung from Rudolph's marching band. I worry about the weather, waiting for snow, and each day I feel better, and my hope begins to grow. Been staring out my window, looking for a sign, something to remind me of the place I left behind.
Okay, so this is day 2. We're gonna go ahead and start back up with this tree and finish up the rest of the decor. As you can see, I have my Old Navy holiday jammies on, and I am just ready and in the mood to get this finished up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Now, before we get started, I wanted to let you know one of the first garlands that you're gonna see me add to this tree is actually a scarf, just like this. But I went ahead and I cut it into thirds, and I used the little tassels at the end to tie it together. So, and I left the fringe there so that it kind of gave it a little bit more of that rustic feel, and then we're gonna add those Joanna Gaines wood beads like we did in this area here and just continue up the decor. Let me know what you are thinking of it so far, and don't forget to hit that subscription button if you haven't yet, because I have a whole other decor episode that's gonna be coming to you as well as tons of other fun. Actually, next week we are also going to be doing a holiday movie night collab. So excited about that one too. So make sure you hit that button. You do not want to miss out. Hit that bell so you're notified the moment it comes out. Let's go ahead and get this decor finished.
To forever last, I could wash my hands, but still would relive my past. My time of the year. My time of the year.
Because I had really specific colors that I was working with this year, I wanted to have brand new ornaments, but who wants to spend on brand new ornaments every year, right? So I took some old, different shiny ones that I had had from years past, and I just basically spray painted them, and it added such a fun transformation. I also got some new pieces from Dollar Tree. I could not be more happy with how they turned out.
The snow is falling down and the storm is on its way, but as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself, in a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything till we're perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Another year went by, but the difference this time is that ever since July, I've been happier than I have ever been. It's safe to say that my love for you is true. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself, in a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything till we're perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself, in a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything till we're perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Let's go outside, the snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me, with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. I'm making plans of what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you, 'cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take.
We're just gonna go ahead and add some last minute touches to this coffee bar area. I got these little Werther's mini butterscotch candies, so we're gonna add those to the little jars. And then I'm just gonna put in the decor pieces that I picked out for this year.
'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. wanna go inside and drink hot chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas.
Really quick, if you are curious where I picked up these little tartan runners, they are actually scarves that I picked up off Amazon, and they are totally linked down below. Also, I wanted to point out these super cool lanterns that I have right here. They are legit vintage from the 1950s. I inherited them from my granny, and aren't they so cool?
Baby, with you. Woo-hoo.
It was the night before Christmas. I was closing down for business in my little present shop, when the bell on the door jingled once more, and then time almost came to a stop. But somehow I knew, and maybe so did you, that everything would change from now on. Yes, from this Christmas on, this Christmas on.
Now that we finished up in the living room, we are headed to the kitchen, where we are going to set up just a really simple tablescape, but I feel like it really kept with the vibe that I was going for and just kind of made a lot of the space complete. After that, we are going to be putting up a garland in between the living room and kitchen area, and I have these really cool little things that hold LED candles. Let me know what you guys think of them in the tablescape down below, and then we're going to add a couple little extra things to the top of these cupboards.
Yes, from this Christmas on, this Christmas on, from this Christmas on, it's gonna be you and me decorating the tree. From Christmas on. From this Christmas on. From this Christmas on. It's gonna be you and me decorating the tree.
making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la 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 la, oh, oh, la 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 la, oh, oh.
So this is the end of today's episode, and I first and foremost just want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I had so much fun putting up this decor, and I just love to be able to share it with you, and your guys' support means so much to me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Don't forget to let me know what you think of today's decor, and make sure if you haven't hit that subscribe button to hit it right now, because I've got even more fun content coming up. See you next time.
Melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby,